Hi everyone, as Richard mentioned on Sunday, I'm just going to give you a quick update for the first quarter results of Christchurch Cascades, where we are and where we sit financially.
Right, so if we jump straight into the numbers, the 3 months ended May saw a giving come in just shy of 300,000 Rand. That 300,000 Rand is represented by plus minus 32 giving units that give on a monthly basis. Now a giving unit is either an individual or a family that give on a monthly basis. Next down we have a look at the COVID-19 giving. This amount is the amount that has been contributed by the members of the church over and above what Christchurch Cascades is going to give to the 4 initiatives that were mentioned by Mandy and Richard a few months ago. But more on that a little later when we get down to the missions number below and unpack that in a little bit more detail. Moving on, music and audio-visual. Now, due to us going digital, providing and producing the sermons on a weekly basis to be uploaded onto the YouTube channel has required us to procure a little bit more equipment to make that possible in the form of mics and lighting that is required by Mandy and Richard to prepare that. So they're just slightly above what we normally would have budgeted to spend, but something that is valuable and necessary. Just to make mention, there are some line items that you will see where we have not spent anything for the first 3 months, or very little compared to the budget that we've set, which is understandable because we are no longer meeting for this short period of time. We have not incurred any of those expenses. For example, the kids ministry, there's been no need to go out and buy stuff for the kids ministry or the Sunday service in the form of teas and coffees and other things like that. So those savings we've been able to redirect to some of those initiatives that I mentioned earlier, and that we'll discuss a little bit later as well. Moving on to the admin expenses, this is where the bulk of the costs are and include obviously Mandy and Richard's salaries and the rent that we paid to the Athlone School and a few other things as well. Sitting in there is we had to procure a laptop during the first 3 months for Richard to assist in the production of the weekly Sunday services, and I think everyone will agree money well spent. So that leaves us with a surplus for the first 3 months of just over 26,000 Rand compared to where we projected to be with a slight deficit on the budget. In total, across all the accounts that Christchurch Cascades has, we have just over 750,000 Rands worth of cash available to us to distribute. Okay, moving on to the next slide, the missions amount that we saw a little bit earlier of 74,000. So how is that broken up and where has the money gone? What I've tried to do is the pie chart on the left, just to give an indication of where we normally spend our monthly missions budget. The little pie chart on the right hand side in the checkered block, the COVID-19 specific initiatives that we mentioned earlier, Food for France, Itemba projects, Christchurch Sabantu, the Grace Hospital toiletries, and another initiative which we started contributing towards, which is not on here at the moment, but we did start in June, and that is Life Changer Shelter. If we just focus quickly on the pie chart on the left, the majority of the missions amount contributed has gone through to Christchurch PMB, and that will continue for the foreseeable future. Together with us giving to Ratio Christi, Christchurch Sabantu, and a normal monthly contribution to top up our Deacons Fund. Now, just on the COVID-19 contributions, what we have been able to do, and the decision that has been made for the months of May, June and July, we will be contributing 20,000 Rand a month across those 5 initiatives that I mentioned earlier. And this will then be reassessed again after July to see whether we are able to continue contributing in some other form of way to these initiatives, or whether we find and contribute to any new initiatives. So overall, a very healthy picture for Christchurch Cascades, just testament again to God's provision for His church and for His people as well. And we'll keep you informed as we go along.
Should you have any questions or queries, please don't hesitate to give me a shout or give Mandy a shout, and we'll be happy to answer any queries and questions that you do have. Thanks, everyone.